Do you remember that time that you nearly took my finger off?
Yeah, that was your fault.
My fault? Why?
Because of your inexperience up the ladder.
Oh, I mean, it was our first event. I'd been on TP training, open day build, and then our first ever wedding. Oh my gosh, can you remember that one?
I'll never forget it. In Cumbria.
Cumbria. Why on earth did we go to Cumbria for our first ever wedding?
You're never going to turn down your first booking.
No, you're absolutely right. Not only that, it was like the best training ground for us ever. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, there's never been a time where you couldn't forget anything more than that event.
There was no popping to B&Q to grab a hammer, was there?
No, 6.5 hour journey up the M6 in a Land Rover Defender. Yeah, not very comfortable.
No, 6.5 hour drive, that is a long time to then arrive and do a build, isn't it? But landscaping Cumbria is somewhat different to the M6 that you started on.
Yeah, I wish I'd have learnt how to use the low range box on the Land Rover, because once we got into the hills, we got to a big hill and we started rolling backwards. Yeah, even with the handbrake on.
Oh my God, I remember that so well, like rolling backwards and someone stopped and they were just completely couldn't fathom why you were driving a Land Rover and two, you didn't actually know how to drive it.
No, so I got the manual out, figured out how to put it in low range, and then we got out of that situation.
Yeah, we were quite close to the actual site at that point, weren't we?
Yeah, but then 15 minutes of then downhill, and then the brakes caught fire. So
the brakes on the
trailer.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, it was quite eventful, and that's before we even put a tent up.
Yeah.
How did you manage with the brakes on fire? Can you remember what happened?
I think we just found a bottle of water and
Cooled them down.
But we were nearly there, so.
Yeah. Do you remember when we arrived to the field?
Yeah. First of all, we couldn't get into it because of the turn on the Land Rover, so we had to reverse into the field. And then it was full of sheep.
Full of sheep, but not just full of sheep, full of sheep.
Poo.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use that word. We spent probably the first hour, didn't we, just kicking sheep poo out of the way. Because it was all brand new kit, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'd been out the bag once for
an open day. Brand new kit, and there was no way we wanted to get sheep shite on.
No, we still come across that to this day. But.
Yeah, even though we say get animals off site, but having animals herded off site as we arrive, I mean, that was
yeah, not what you wanted to see.
No, definitely not what you wanted to see. So how long did the build take? Do you remember?
Too long. 2 days.
2 whole days to build 2 giant hats and a chill out teepee. So building that size structure now, how long would that take your team?
If I'm not on it, probably get it done in 5 hours.
And if you're on it?
A bit longer. Because the lads will say that I'm always on my phone.
Oh right, okay, always on your phone. So 2 giant hats and a chill out teepee took us days. I think that just shows your first event, your inexperience.
We had a makeshift team, didn't we? We had 1 full-time staff, Carl, who's still with us today.
Yeah, I think he needs a gold watch, doesn't he?
He'll say that, yeah.
10 years on.
Life sentence.
Life sentence.
Mark and Chris, our best friends, who still work with us today.
Yeah.
My sister and her husband, Steph.
Yeah. And the kids?
And the kids, yeah.
The kids, 3 and 6, Harry and Poppy came along. It was a really good adventure. Like, I can say it now, I loved every minute of it. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting one, but it was a makeshift team, isn't it? Wasn't it, that we pulled together?
Yeah, but we did it.
We did it. We did that because we had to stop over. We stayed for the whole weekend, didn't we? Because of the distance. Yeah. So I've got a photo of that first build. Have a look. Tell me what you think.
So, yeah, saggy canvas, because they're brand new canvases.
So that wasn't anything to do with our inexperience. That was
Well,
just.
yeah.
Oh, go on.
I mean, we're obviously better at strapping now, way better. But yeah, new canvases are always saggy for the first few weeks. We've got zip doors in the lift, which is a potential leak issue.
Would you do that now?
No.
Why is it a leak issue?
Just because it's a weak point on the canvases. It's obviously a zip.
Right.
So it could leak. Old smoke caps where you used to have to walk around the teepee with a rope to open up and then back around to close it up again.
Oh my God, crazy. I remember the day that the new smoke caps come out with the internal rope system. It's like we're buying them all.
Yeah.
Because the outside rope, it's like maypole dance.
Yeah, it looks a good build.
That was at Lake Buttermere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In Cumbria. So the experience was just amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't change it.
I wouldn't change it either.
It was a good start to the story.
Definitely. Would you go back?
No, we'll leave that to our friends at special event teepees.
Yeah. I don't think we need to go to Cumbria, do we? Let's just focus on the Midlands. Yeah, definitely. But no, it was a great experience, to say the least.